Welcome back to NYSE TV Live. Gold Star Wives' 80th National Convention begins today. The Gold Star Wives of America's 80th National Convention commences here in New York City, and I had the opportunity to speak with Peggy Griffin, the organization's chairman, about how Gold Star Wives is helping military spouses and the organization's growth over 80 years. Take a look.
Well, when you are the spouse or the husband or the wife of someone who served in the military, sometimes there are accidents, sometimes you're killed in action, and sometimes you have service-connected disabilities. So we represent all of those survivors. We don't differentiate because at the end of the day, the result is the same. The widow or widower is left without their primary means of support. Their social network gets interrupted, and that's where we can come in and help to rebuild and help begin to empower our members to start to take steps on their own to advocate and to do service projects within their community.
What sort of support are you actually providing?
We have information, we have a website, we have a lot of alerts, and we have chapters and regions throughout the country, and each one is sort of designed to fit its own area, own culture.
And you're marking 80 years.
80 years. Gold Star Wives was founded here in New York in Manhattan at a kitchen table with 5 women who were unhappy with the $25 a month that was being given to them as a result of their husband's loss.
Talk to us about the milestone of not just reaching 80, but how far you've come and where you go from here.
We've come a really long way. We have widows from World War II to the present day, widows and widowers. And we continue to grow, and we're continuing to change our program, and we're starting to move more towards electronic communication and Zoom events and changing our direction, because one-on-one meetings like this convention, it's very difficult to get people together because many of our members are surviving on a VA survival benefit and a Social Security benefit, which is around $3,000 a month, which is not a lot to be working with in today's world.
What can be expected at this convention? You mentioned it. It's happening soon, from what I understand.
Tomorrow the board of directors meet and we set our goals for the year and talk about what we've achieved over the past year. On Thursday the business meeting starts, and then Friday we'll be going to Gracie Mansion to meet with the mayor, and on Saturday we'll have a memorial ceremony at Ground Zero.
What is your biggest achievement for this year?
I think our biggest achievement is just sort of process improvement, which is not very exciting stuff, but improving our computer systems, our tracking of membership, and our communication.
What would our viewers who aren't familiar with your organization be most surprised to know?
Eleanor Roosevelt was one of our original signatories when we were called the Widows of World War II, when we were incorporated in New York State. And we are incorporated in New York State, but we have our management office and all our services in Alabama.
Oh, very interesting.
Yeah, so it's a very different structure.
And I want to ask you your personal story, because we were chatting before going on air, and I know that this organization is very near and dear to your heart, even before you became part of the leadership team.
Yes, my husband was shot in the first Tet Offensive of 1968. We weren't married at the time. But when he died of his wounds years later, we had triplets who were in college, and I didn't know how I was going to pay for that. So I was searching for scholarships, and Gold Star Wives came up, and ultimately in that listing that they had was the answer to what we needed to know. And so the 2 children that were able to graduate had no debt when they graduated because of these other foundations and the resources they had. So I just thought this had to be easier. So I'm the president of my local chapter. I've been that for probably 15 years now. And we do all sorts of service projects, and we have a great group of members. And it's really been a great experience for me.
Final thoughts as we wrap up this interview?
We're working to make this organization last another 80 years. And, you know, it's not a small feat with a lot of volunteers and a very small budget and members that don't have significant resources. So we're looking to increase our development and to keep moving forward.
Thanks to Peggy Griffin, Gold Star Wives of America chair, for that interview.